I am Jason Currier with the Sierra Lodestar and Calaveras Enterprise, and my guest with me here today is the Executive Director for Calaveras Humane Society.
That's correct.
I always want to say Calaveras County Humane Society, but it's Calaveras
the
Humane
Calaveras
Society.
Humane Society.
Yes, Dee Dee Drake.
Yes.
Dee
We
Dee.
are a separate nonprofit. We're not a government agency. We don't get tax money. We're just a little place.
Gotcha. So this time of year is a pretty popular time for folks to give the gift of a pet.
Sometimes it's definitely a heavy adoption time for us. But not all of them are given as gifts, but some are.
Do you find that you have a lot of pets this time of year because families have given as pets? And then,
I've been in the sheltering business for over 25 years now, and I have seen trends change over the years. It used to be that in this industry, we would see a lot of January surrenders. We would call it the Christmas puppy phenomenon.
right.
That doesn't really happen anymore, thankfully.
Oh, is that right? That's nice.
As a society, people are giving more thought before acquiring a pet, whether it's through adoption from a shelter or rescue, or whether it's from a responsible breeder, or whether it's from someplace that's maybe not quite so desirable.
Right.
But they are giving more thought. And the surprise pet phenomenon, like we're going to get a dog for grandma,
Right.
isn't happening quite as much as it used to. So, yes, there will be some fallout from Christmas, but it's not in any way like it was in the old day.
Right. So for folks that are maybe on the fence of, I might want to give.
If you're on the fence, I would say a wonderful way to gift a pet is to, in fact, we'd be happy to do this for anyone. We'll create a certificate good for an adoption. If you want to prepay it, we'll give you a certificate you can give. And if you know it's going to be a dog or a cat, gift them a kitten collar, gift them a puppy collar and leash, or a puppy toy. Wrap it up, make it cute, and give that instead.
Yeah, I like that.
And
then they can come in and meet the pet. And
the whole phenomenon of the Christmas morning puppy with a bow around its neck is not always all it's cracked up to be.
Right.
There's a lot of chaos. Right at Christmas time is not always the best time to get a pet because you're traveling or you're having tons of family over. Everybody's schedules are weird. It's not necessarily the best time. Right. But my bottom line would be, don't surprise somebody. Don't spring it on them if they're not expecting it.
Right.
We have had, though, wonderful situations where the parents come in and they have a hard time finding a time that they can be rid of the kids, but they want to pick something, and we can even hold for a little short time till Christmas. We're happy to do that. We can help make those surprises, especially if it's in your own household.
Right. That's fun. I like that. It's very nice of you guys to work with people.
We can absolutely work with people on stuff like that. We want to make it exciting too.
And how do folks go about finding you? And
Okay, one of the best ways to touch base with us is through our website, calaveras.humane.org, or on our social media. We are on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is really fun because we do post there daily, lots of updates and information. We try to keep our website as up to date as possible with our adoptable animals, but sometimes they come and go so quickly that we don't have a chance to take a photo, write a bio, upload everything. Right. So they're always welcome to stop by and ask what we have. People who are looking for something very specific, call us. We're available Wednesday through Saturday to take those calls, and we don't keep a waiting list per se because that gets way too complicated. But you can call us every day if you want and say, what do you have available today? And we will tell you. So, but online can be the best way to connect with us if somebody's, computer savvy.
And if they wanted to come to the actual location, where are you guys located?
We are on Highway 49. It's technically 1209 Highway 49, although GPS gets it weird sometimes because there's a lot of similar addresses in this stretch. We're in Altaville, just outside of Angels Camp, and the next business over is Spence Ranch Feed and Supply.
Very good. That's a good landmark. A lot of folks know where that's at. So, and in closing here, if folks are not necessarily on the fence on whether or not they want to give a pet or to adopt a pet, maybe some advice on folks that are debating on, do I get a puppy versus do I go down to the shelter and get maybe a little...
Well, shelters have puppies too. In fact, we have placed right here within the last 5 days 9 puppies.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, because we take transfers from other shelters, and some of the puppies are a lot of work for an organization like us to house and feed, and they're kind of happy to scoot them our way.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. So there are situations where a puppy is the perfect addition to a household. There are situations where they don't want to go through that puppy stuff, and an adult dog would be a better choice. So we're happy to help someone find whatever it is they're looking for.
Again, a situation where they probably are best off to just come down here and
absolutely
meet the pet.
Yep. Oh yes, we require that. If somebody, if they saw something on our website or social media they were interested in, they have to come in. We don't do holds over the phone or adoptions over the phone. You've got to come here and meet the animal,
Gotcha.
Spend some time, make sure it's a good fit. I always tell people you wouldn't buy a pair of jeans or shoes without trying them on first.
Right.
And this is a much longer commitment, so
Right.
you got to make sure it's a good fit.
Very true. Very true.
I can make her smile. I'm going to watch this.
Yeah.
Manly's going home.
Gosh. Got the best news ever. A 10-year-old large dog.
Oh.
And we've been looking for just the right home for him and someone who's interested in a very senior dog, and now he's going home.
Oh, wow. Do you get very many older dogs like that?
We're a very small facility, and so we have room for 5 dogs at a time. Most of them come as transfers from other shelters. We do some intake from the public. And so we try to balance our population really carefully.
Right.
So yes, when we have a dog like Manly, who's 10 years old, large dog, we try to balance. She's going to sneak out again, Lynn. She really wants to get out.
I heard her clicking too.
Yeah.
She was walking with a purpose.
Yes, she was. We try to balance our population really carefully. And so we try to have something available that would meet, so that just about anything someone's looking for would be here, even with just 5 to 7 available. So we don't tend to have a lot of senior dogs at once. We definitely are dedicated, though, to helping harder to place animals like seniors or some of the breeds that are harder to place, like pit bulls and pit mixes. We have one of those back there as well, age 5, a very wonderful American Bulldog mix, which is a pit bull breed. So we run the gamut, everything from puppies to oldsters and everything in between.
How many dogs do you generally have at a time?
Usually 3 to 5 that are here and physically available. We sometimes have more in foster care if they have a special medical concern or something we're working on. But typically here on any given day, about 5.
Yeah. And how long do they usually stick around?
It depends on the animal. We actually have a very rapid placement rate. We're very proud of it. It's called an adoption rate, and it's excellent. But Manly has been with us for, I think, a little over a month now. He had a very hard time when he arrived because he'd been in the same home for his whole 10 years. So it was very hard for him to adjust, but he has finally adapted and is happy. And
poor guy.
Yeah, so we were really hoping that someone would come soon and meet him.
And as far as how you guys continue to operate, are you donation based mostly?
We are completely donation based. Donations, bequests. So if people want to put us in their will, we're always ecstatic. We're not wishing ill on anyone, but if you want to think ahead for that faraway day, we're very appreciative. So grants also that we get from different agencies, but we are close to the edge financially. I mean, we spend very responsibly, but it is very hard to do what we do. So donations are incredibly
I was going to say
important.
they would go to the website and find you on social to
Absolutely,
to be able to
or
donate.
come on in. Donations in person are welcome too.
Gotcha. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. I
You're
really
very welcome.
appreciate your time. Hopefully some folks are feeling giving and in the spirit of giving. And
Yep, it's the holidays. You can help a pet in need and in your own community.
Right. Very good. Love it. What you guys do, I love animals, so I love what you guys do here.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.